How glorious a greeting the sun gives the mountains. To behold this alone is worth the pain of an excursion 1,000 times over. Robert Bowman. Okay, a few videos back, I completed the Grand Canyon, the Road to Grand Canyon video, and I forgot to include the Grand Tetons, which is right next to it. How can I forget the Grand Tetons? So this is my honorable mention of my 5 favorite national parks, to include the Grand Tetons along with Yellowstone, right? Just like the Sequoias is right next to Yosemite. So in this video, I want to give you a reason why you should visit the Grand Tetons that is immediately next to Yellowstone, before or after visiting Yellowstone. Also, there's a secret city called Jackson Hole that's right next to it as well. I don't know, it's kind of a secret, but it's real nice. Anyway, stay tuned. Hello YouTube, my name is Jeff, and welcome to the Road March Project. I invite you to like this video, as well as subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel grow. The Grand Tetons National Park lies in northwestern Wyoming. It's south of Yellowstone National Park and north of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, along the John D. Rockefeller Jr. Memorial Parkway. And it's also surrounded by national forests. And it's also part of the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. The Grand Tetons was set aside on February 26, 1929. The park was named after the Grand Teton, which is the tallest of the Grand Teton range. Now, me personally, when I went to visit the Yellowstone back in 2015, I first saw the Grand Tetons from Idaho. Yes, from Idaho. You could see the rear of it from Idaho when I was traveling from, when I stayed in Idaho Falls. So there's, you can see it from a distance. It has no foothills. It's just, it's different. It's no foothills, just jagged mountains out the ground. Well, that's the only way I could describe it. Jagged, but they're huge. Hence the name Grand. The Grand Tetons National Park is a popular destination for mountain climbing, hiking, fishing, and all other forms of recreation. Now, me personally, when I was there, I wanted to get a lot of great vista shots, because I like to get shots of vistas of landscapes when I'm at national parks, like Amsel Adams. So, there's one location near the Snake River. It's an outlook near the Snake River where you can get a great view of the Grand Tetons, where the Snake River is like a ribbon that goes up into the mountains, and you can get a great shot from there. But like I said, it's other recreational things you can do there as well. Now, the wildlife. Wildlife is never far from the Grand Tetons, and they have the usual suspects. Just like at Yellowstone, you'll see grizzly bears, and I hear that you have to wear bells for the bears on your around your ankles, so you can have the bears can hear you. There's eagles, snakes, coyotes, bison, trout in the river. I mean, it's a great place for it's a great ecosystem and a great place for wildlife. Also, it snows heavy during the winter months, so a lot of these animals hibernate, just like at Yellowstone. Also, I failed to mention with the animals, you have deer, you have moose, you also have, I think I mentioned snakes, and and several species of birds besides the eagles. And now we're going to move on to the trees, the plants and trees at Grand Tetons. The most trees that you'll find there is the usual lodgepole pines and the spruce fir forest, just like you see up in the northern region, the northern states. Douglas fir, subalpine fir, and like I mentioned before, the lodgepole pine and the deciduous trees. In the early summer, you got the bright pink flower and the white rose that is clustered throughout the region. Now, one of my favorite parts, the air quality. And as I remember back in 2005, the air quality, 2015, the air quality was pretty fair. I wasn't particularly into air quality, but it was pretty fair. You're out in the open field. The air quality was pretty fair. Now I remember there was a bunch of big horse flies out there, big as birds, when I was trying to take pictures. But the air quality was nice. It was great. It wasn't didn't have any forest fires or anything like that where it can pollute the air. But the air quality was pretty good. If you want to look for the air quality, take a look at the. They have measurements. They have a chart on the website, on the .gov website. So be sure to check it out. Before I conclude, I want to talk about the secret city. Well, it's Jackson Hole. I don't know if many of you heard about Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Now, it's it kind of caught me by surprise. I'm just kind of getting off script a little bit. It caught me by surprise when I took a trip there. I stayed up in Idaho Falls. So I almost took like a 2-hour trip. I stayed for about 4 days. And I took like almost a 2-hour trip up through Montana at West Yellowstone. I remember entering Yellowstone through there every day. Now, one day I took like a scenic route to go to the Grand Tetons. So I took a trip going east, and I went through like a lot of country town. It was beautiful up there, up in Idaho. And this was in June, so it wasn't no snowstorms. But I know during the winter it's probably horrible up there. The snowstorm is probably awful. But it was beautiful. Green grass. It was very pristine up there, right? So I went through a bunch of gorges when I hit Wyoming. And then when I got to Wyoming, I went through Jackson Hole. To my surprise, it's very luxurious there. And now I hear how a lot of celebrities go to that area because it's not just lodging up there. It's kind of luxurious. It's beautiful up in there. So I was like, oh, look at this place. Kind of remind me of going through like if you're going through, I don't know, parts of LA or something. It's real nice. It's kind of a secret, and I guess a lot of people probably want it that way because it's real nice up there. So that's a place you want to take your family, stay in some real nice lodging before you head out to the Grand Tetons, or if you head out to Yellowstone, when you take that John D. Rockefeller Jr. Parkway up into Yellowstone. That's a place you might want to check out. It's really nice up there. I don't know too much else about it. I don't know if it's a ski resort or something like that, but it's Jackson Hole is beautiful. I recommend Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I would definitely go there again. That's a great place to take your wife, take your girlfriend, take your family, wherever. It's very nice up there. I want to conclude by saying, I just wanted to put together a quick video talking about the Grand Tetons because I missed it when I talked about Yellowstone. The Grand Tetons, you can't miss Grand Tetons. It's like I said, it's a great place for mountaineering, hiking, and camping. But best of all, for me, is you can get some great pictures. I mean, I couldn't take enough pictures of the Grand Tetons from all different angles. I would like to go there when it's completely snowed out and this totally white from snow, and I want to get a good picture just like that. That's my goal. And I could take many more pictures, summertime pictures also as well. But that's a great place to take your family. Also, check out Jackson Hole. You will love it. A great place to take. It's a great place to create memories. Are you planning on visiting the Grand Tetons National Park? Have you once been to the Grand Tetons? Share your thoughts below in the comments. I also have plenty of content coming down the line on other national parks. Some I visited and some I would like to go to. Also, I want to give some tips on how to traveling tips also coming down the line. It's so many, so I just gonna say traveling tips as of right now. Also, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. It will help the channel grow. Until next time, have a great day. Goodbye.